qualifying session of the year saw incredibly treacherous conditions from the start. Rally legend Sebastian Loeb got the opening whole shot of the season, but it was all kicking off behind him. Robin Larsson made a forceful pass on Timo Timozianov, but then ran wide himself and let Topi Heikkinen and Johan Kristoffersen through. Kristoffersen door-handled his way past Topi, and despite the action-filled race, set an impressive target time. In race 2, double world champion Petter Solberg ran wide on the gravel section and was passed by everyone, proving just how tough the conditions were. Next, it was race leader Kevin Eriksson's turn to make a mistake. Bakker had slotted into the lead, and despite having to do 2 joker laps for a jump start, held on to the flag. Ken Block had a tough return to the World Rallycross Championship. The American superstar's throttle stuck wide open and forced him into the gravel. Kevin Hansen won on his Peugeot Hansen Academy debut, but the race time wasn't good enough for the top 10. Matthias Ekström and Liam Doran did battle in the final race of Q1. Timmy Hansen chased but couldn't close the gap. Doran was pushing hard on his first World RX outing in the Mini, but for running wide, he might have challenged the Swede. Ekström won the race, but it was Kristoffersen who topped Q1. Niklas Gronholm won the opening race in Q2. Behind him, Ken Block continued on his steep World RX learning curve. Race 2 saw the world champion back on top form. Solberg took a measured approach in the dreadful conditions. Although less flamboyant than usual, it paid off. He set the time to beat with a masterclass in adapting to the weather. Robin Larsson got to turn 1 first in his run, but then ran wide. Liam Doran didn't need asking twice and slotted up the inside to take the lead. He put in 4 good laps, but unfortunately his spotter forgot to tell him to joker, cue a penalty from the stewards. The final race of the day featured a first lap joker battle between Loeb and Heikkinen, in which Topi came out on top. His EKS teammate Ekström had a clear windscreen and was flying out front, while Loeb made a mistake on the brakes that saw Bakker had sneaked through. The Frenchman was demoted to 5th. The conditions must have been improving though, as all 5 drivers went quicker than Solberg. Ekström winning Q2, and with it holding the overnight TQ.
We had 2 good starts, and that's the base for the performance. Because on track was new record in my career. How much mud? I've never seen anything like it. So I think that's not really showing true performance of the cars. It's a long year, but it's always nice to have a good start in this sport.
Here's how they stand at the end of day 1 then. Ekström in that TQ, Kristoffersen, Heikkinen, Bakker, Loeb, Kevin Eriksson, Petter Solberg and Robin Larsson are your top 8. Markland, Kevin Hansen, Nitish and Timmy Hansen are currently in. Liam Doran and Yannis Palmanis are just outside the top 12.